Hello.
Good morning,
Hello.
or afternoon, wherever you
I
are.
know. Happy time zones, everybody. Welcome to the Storytellers Hearth Weekend Relay Sprint number 4. If this is your first sprint of the day, welcome. We're so excited to write with you. Yay!
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Woohoo! So I have some new friends with me today, and I'm so happy and grateful. I feel like I got the cool kids to sit at my lunch table today.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so
Wow.
excited. If you don't know Cody and Alyssa, you should. They have brought so much amazing energy to the AuthorTube space this year, and you will go binge their channels after the relay is over and you have done your writing. Do y'all want to do some quick intros?
Sure. Alyssa,
Sure.
go first.
I will. Okay. I'm Alyssa. Alyssa Writes Books is my YouTube handle. I write thrillers and but also there's some romance and some humor. I don't know. There's a lot going on over there. But my content is mostly vlogs and I do 6 a.m. live stream Central Time a couple days a week. And just for shameless self promotion while I'm here, I will be doing daily vlogs for the month of November.
Yay!
So
Confetti!
if you want
Confetti!
that, come follow over there. Yeah, that's
The
me.
excitement that I felt when I saw in your video that you were going to do daily vlogs this year. I'm so looking forward to it.
Alyssa is also a cyborg.
I
Yeah,
am.
she does not
Also
need
a
to sleep.
robot.
Yeah, also a robot. Hi, I am Cody. On YouTube, I go by Cody the Writer. I post writing vlogs and I do also do live sprints, but I'm more of an evening live sprint person
Mhm.
because that's just the way I was built. But I'm so happy to be with all of you this morning. And yeah, I am currently drafting my second book, Project Terms and Conditions, while my first book is currently in critiques with
Woo!
Alyssa. Well,
Yay!
she's one of the three that it's with in
Yeah.
critiques with.
Amazing, amazing. And if you don't know me, I'm Anna Robbins. I'm a fantasy writer who occasionally makes videos. I'm currently working on a romantasy, Greek inspired, beachy, spicy, fun times. So,
Ooh.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Um, we have so many friends in the chat. Oh my goodness. Let's say hello. Hello, Angel Faye.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I'm so happy to introduce you to these amazing people.
Yes.
Hi, Margot. Oh my gosh, first relay. Welcome.
Yes.
Hi, Krenko. Hi, Malin. Hi,
I think I
Marta.
that's so fun. I randomly stumbled upon I don't know what relay it was, but there was a relay that I stumbled upon in like April. I don't know if it
Yeah.
was this was it this
Yeah,
same
I think
thing?
it's, is it 3 times a year? I should know this. I know there's
Oh.
one in the spring and the fall.
Well, there was one that I randomly stumbled on towards the end of my first draft of my last book, and I was like, "Oh, well,
Wow.
this is perfect." And
Perfect
it
timing.
was that stream where I finished my last
Amazing.
my first draft, not the last draft. Good lord, we don't talk about
That
draft
will
three.
never happen.
No.
We will
No.
never reach the end.
Oh god.
Um, we have Malin is also going to make some lunch. And I did ask folks to sound off, is this your first relay? How long have you been doing the relay? Sarah said that she has been doing it since it was the Dubba Dubba Dubba, which is about 5 years ago when it
Wow.
was the Worldwide Write-a-thon.
Oh, that's so fun.
I love that. Hello, Steeg. Hello, James. This is your first relay, James? That's hard to believe, but I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
Thanks for coming. Hi, Essie. Steek has also been doing the relay since the first stream where I stayed up all 24 hours to write, and then the next day the troublemakers were formed. So eternally grateful
Wait,
to the
okay.
Dubba
I
Dubba.
have done this relay before, like 4 years ago, before I was ever online, I think. Like,
Loophole.
oh my gosh, that's so wild. Sorry. I'm just that like we awakened a memory for me.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
unlocked.
I've never participated like on the screen, but I
Yes.
have sat in a
Amazing.
chat in April. That was my first one. So I guess this is my second one.
Amazing. I love that. Hello, CB. Already on your second sprint of the day. I'm going to be turning the chat off and getting the words. Oh, I respect it. I respect it.
You got it.
You mute me anytime if you need to. Living for the handheld mic, Alyssa, feels like I'm watching a red carpet interview.
Yeah.
Thank you. Was $25 on Amazon, so
Really? It's okay.
yeah,
I need that link.
it was on sale, so it's probably like 50 usually or something. I don't know, but
I don't know what I'm doing when I'm trying to pick out technology, so I'm very influenceable.
yes.
Give me the affiliate link.
Ooh, maybe I will.
Yes, I think it was a stream for the Dubba 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 that I first had Malin and Hudson on. So lots of tradition.
I love it. Is it on the same like weekend every year?
Roundabout, yeah. We
Okay.
definitely, in terms of fall, have to try and schedule around time zones and the time change happening. I remember one year we accidentally scheduled it on the, I think, US time change, and that was a mess.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, so we don't have to deal with that today.
Amen.
Hello, Heather. Just trying to format a bit of writing I've done before I had. Sorry, it's early. I can't read.
Felt that.
I'm sorry, Heather. My brain is scrambled. Hi, JK. Been doing the Storytellers Hearth relay for 2+ years now. That's amazing. Not my first rodeo. So happy you guys came back. 3rd year and 6th relay. Amazing.
Love.
Started on the last year, it was the Dubba Dubba Dubba, and have been doing it ever since. Love that. Malin went to follow both Cody and Alyssa just to know the link in the
I
description.
probably linked it wrong when I typed it because I never type anything.
That's definitely an Anna error fumble. So I will update that. And everyone, before our first sprint, you need to be subscribed to Cody and Alyssa. It's the rule.
Oh, that's the rule.
It's the rule. You legally, emotionally, and spiritually have to be subscribed.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I legally cannot start the first sprint until everybody does that.
Also, there will eventually be more light on my face. I don't know if that's what anyone wants in the chat, but I'm facing a window and the sun is slowly rising.
The sun will come up.
Yeah, the sun's going to come up and I will be
same-
bright by the end of this first stream.
I'm literally in the same position. I have a window right here. All my computers are on max brightness, and I took a lamp and plopped it right here.
I have a lamp right there, but she's doing her best.
That's okay.
I just have an aggressive ring light blinding me forever. But you know,
you'll see it when your eyes are still
closed.
closed.
It'll just
It's fine. We're fine.
We're fine. We're thriving. Angel, I never did relays, and I won't be able to do it this year. Someone already knows why. Oh, I'm sorry, Angel. But I'm glad you're here.
Right?
You can hang out with us. Oh, okay. Using dictation for the comments.
Well, I love dictation.
Alyssa is the queen
you
of
summoned
dictation.
me with dictation.
Yeah, please.
Dictation and triathlons.
For the people who don't know, please, Alyssa, can you talk about what a dictation queen you are?
Oh, wow. Well, I will be the self-proclaimed dictation queen. I dictate on my first draft. So in the aforementioned daily vlogs of November, I dictate all of the words. And it's crazy how fast the words come. Like, I do a 25-minute sprint, and I have written 2,500 words. And I'm like,
it's crazy.
Hello, good morning. It is miserable to sort through. So I'm changing how I do that this year. But I love it. It just makes me feel so dramatic and like I'm a star. Like I am the character.
Like the red carpet interviewer.
Like the red carpet interviewer.
Love.
The Emma Chamberlain of YouTube, who is already she is already the Emma Chamberlain
That's right.
of YouTube. But
I
will take it. I will take it.
It is amazing how fast you can write with dictation, because I feel like I don't talk that fast, but then when you go back and look at the word counts, it's insane.
See, I would be so overwhelmed having to go through all the dictation because I know how I talk and I know that I ramble and go off in so many different tangents.
Same.
I would not know where to begin to make it seem slightly coherent.
Yeah. It was rough. I'm doing it much differently this year. Like I'm editing every 200, like every 5,000 words. I'm gonna go and edit it. You know, so it's not
the fact that I'm reading currently what you once just dictated is crazy.
Yeah, it really is bananas. It's like so night and day.
Like, part of me wants just like a snippet of like
Mhm.
the raw words.
The raw.
Oh my gosh, that would be an amazing video
Oh, that'd be,
if
yeah. Go
you
from
ever wanted
dictation,
to
edit my dictation with me.
expose
I
yourself.
have done a real-time dictation
Oh,
over the
really?
summer where I
True.
like dictated for 10 minutes like live, like well not live, but like on
Mhm.
camera and then edited it.
I need another one.
How many self-plugs can I do in one live stream?
I'm
That's
gonna
really
give
the
you all the
question.
opportunities. All the opportunities.
Anyway.
Amazing. Get all the words out and then fight with them in editing.
Yes, real.
Yes, yes.
Agreed.
Oh yes, yeah. Angel, I think, is very close to a baby, I believe, and that is.
Congratulations.
Correct me if I am wrong, but I am very certain that that is true. I don't think I would say that on the internet if I was not like 98% sure. Anyway.
Well, that's very exciting, and you are so welcome to just chill and have our yappy voices on in the background. If for some reason that's relaxing.
If somehow that's wrong, I am so sorry. Anyway.
Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't be the first time I've just like totally remembered something wrong. But
Been
it's
way
fine.
off.
Anyway.
Steek says dictation feels like I'm sending voice memos to friends and not doing actual labor, so I love it. But post production is a menace, so I just type on a keyboard like the commoner I am. Oh,
Love.
I feel
I
this.
also type on the keyboard because I am also a commoner. Because
Yeah.
it's going to be more cohesive if I force myself to slow down my thoughts and actually make sentences that make sense for me,
Yeah.
at least.
Someday I can ascend to dictation queen, but
Yeah,
I'm still a
I don't
dictation
know.
peasant.
Dictation peasant.
Well, we are already 12 minutes in. Holy moly. I'm going to get our first sprint pulled up. We're going to do 3 30-minute sprints today, since we're encouraged to really get that productivity in. And I do have a couple of discussion questions for us to keep the chat rolling. So we'll talk about this. Yeah.
I love
After
a
our
discussion
first
question.
sprint. Yeah. So after the first sprint, we will chat about what do you love about your project right now? Because I think we forget to think about the positives sometimes as writers, and what is more challenging. So everybody be thinking on that, and I'll get us into our first sprint.
Let's do it.
Amazing. I picked out a bunch of fall themed timers from Laura.
Love that. And even the background has like the ombre, yellow to orange.
Exactly. We love it. There's a
The
typewriter
vibes.
back there. The vibes are strong this morning.
They are.
I wish I could be so artsy and aesthetic. Sorry, continue.
Let's get going. All right, first sprint, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
All right, everyone. That's the end of our first sprint. How did we do, friends?
It's going well over here. The
Yeah?
drama is piping hot.
Ooh.
This is the last scene that I have to do like a major, like actually writing in. The rest of the book is more like fleshing out, but this is like I'm about to kill somebody in this book.
Oh.
So
Wait, is this gas station you're talking about?
it is Cody.
Alyssa, no.
Yes.
No.
Cody has read most of this book, and so I'm not telling you who I'm killing, but somebody.
That makes me very
Oh my
scared
gosh.
because where I stopped, there are a few characters in danger of dying. So
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Oh
And
my
I
gosh.
don't want to know.
Yeah, so it's going great.
That means that you have done a fantastic job, Alyssa, if Cody is afraid for multiple characters right now and can't guess necessarily which one is.
And that's what I was saying. Like,
they're-
one thing about Alyssa is like this book is like trauma after trauma, but like these characters, like she did a really good job of making me like a lot of these characters. And so I'm terrified. But it's fine.
But Cody, there are fates worse than death.
There
So-
are, and it's oh god,
She could always do something even worse.
Maybe this will be the last time I made read for Alyssa.
Listen.
Too traumatizing.
Yeah. How'd your
Oh.
spring go, Cody?
So I didn't get a whole lot of words because I'm in the very beginning phases. I was literally writing chapter 1 during this last stream. I mean, I've already written a prologue, but part of it was I ended up needing to go to Pinterest for some descriptors of the house because I'm about to describe the house for the first time. And so I
Cool.
did end up on Pinterest looking for what houses look like in this specific area that I'm imagining this story takes place, just so I can make sure that the vibe is realistic. But
Amazing.
we got a lot done. I mean, it was
Yeah.
like I got 200 words, I think, in the actual writing, but
Awesome.
then
We love
Pinterest.
a Pinterest detour.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was good for me. I'm rewriting a section that I had in like my first attempt at this Act 1. So I have like this 1,000-word section that I'm reworking. It's a confrontation between my character and the villain where she's first realizing that she has been misled and duped.
Ooh.
I love.
Yeah, so it's fun, but I'm going very slowly as I'm trying to figure out how that's going. But yeah, so we did have our question in the chat, so let me know. What do you love about your project right now, and what is more challenging? Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Do we answer
wait,
that as
yeah.
well?
Yes, my
Okay.
lovely co-host. if you
Okay.
would.
I assumed. I didn't want to just
Sorry, I
jump
should
into
have
that.
said.
No, you're good. I am very notorious for just talking over everyone on every live stream I've ever been on. So I've tried to listen, but I
ADHD.
will go first. So what do I love about? I'm actually really loving the characters. I didn't like. I always did. Like that's always what I loved about this book. But like seeing other people love them right now, like we talked about this a couple times, but Cody and then some other people are reading it right now. And what I'm making them, what's happening right now is making me just like feel a lot of, like I just love the drama, the emotion, and like the tension. And
One thing about Alyssa, she do love drama.
I do love the drama, and I just actually really love the plot of this book, which I can't really say the same about like my other books that I've thought, which is kind of a wild thing to say on the internet. But
Wow.
like there were obviously things I liked about it, but there were always parts like, oh, I still don't love Act 1 of certain books. I still don't love Act 2. Like there's always something I like, and it always comes together. But this I'm like, no, I like Act 1 and I like Act 2.
Hell
and
yeah.
I like Act 3,
Hell yeah.
But what is challenging is what I'm doing right now, which is like making it so that the reader like understands what's actually happening, because there's a lot behind the scenes, and like right now I have to like explain this is what's been going on the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's also supposed to be interesting and not an info dump, so that's
This
a
is
struggle.
this is why I say people who write thrillers are so much smarter than me.
Ugh.
Because I feel like you need so much brain power to write thrillers. Oh my goodness.
That's so funny. You literally have two thriller writers
Yeah.
here on the same stream.
Uh,
For me, with my story, oh, so were you done?
yes. Yep.
Okay, okay. I didn't want to interrupt. So I'm obviously in the very early stages. I've written now like maybe 1,500 words in this new story. And I think what I love about it right now is the first thing is I just love the potential of it because some of you, if you've never seen me on a stream, I'm writing a paranormal thriller this go around. And
Cool.
so there's like, the spooky element of like ghost stories and things involved. And it's just coming up with the outline was so much fun for this story. And so that's one thing that I love about it is the potential of it, but also I'm really enjoying my new main character's voice. It's very different from the voice that I wrote in my last book, is a good thing because this guy's like 15 years older than my last main character. So I would hope he
Cool.
sounds different. But yeah, in this one, it's going to be interesting to see how I can balance writing because it's dual POV. One of the characters is 30-ish, like mid 30s, and then the other one is 10 years old. So I'm going to have to
Wow.
have very contrasting voices with this, which I'm very excited about. So
What a cool
yeah,
challenge. That's awesome.
yeah.
Very cool. For me, I think what I love about it right now is the setting. I think it's been very fun because in my last project, that was a gaslamp fantasy set in like
Yeah.
1890s London, and now I have like gone over to this Mediterranean fantasy setting that's very beachy,
Ooh,
Yes.
warm air, salty breezes. Like I'm
love
just having
that.
a lot of fun putting a ton of atmosphere in it. Like it's just been a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
What draft is this for you, Anna?
This is like my first draft,
Oh,
first
okay.
attempt.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you. I'm so bad about putting all the description in my first draft.
I was gonna say, like, really one of my challenges should be setting, but it's so far off my radar, I didn't even think of it as a challenge.
Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like this is the first draft where I'm actually doing that first time around, and I think it's because I'm just obsessed with the setting and it's just a fixation. And
Yeah.
trust me, it's white room syndrome, but there just happens to be a salty breeze floating through that white room. You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
real.
And we'll
Oh
take
my
it.
gosh.
Listen, I'm easy to please with
Yeah.
description. Like,
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
I think as far as what's more challenging, I'm trying to switch up my POV. So I'm writing in first person present and I'm not like totally convinced that I like it.
Yeah.
It feels a little stilted to me and I don't know if
Well-
that's just the first draft of it all or if I'm just going to end up switching and hating my
Yeah.
life later. We'll see.
Oh gosh. Switching POVs?
Probably switching tense. I think it would stay first person because it's a
Oh, yeah.
romance. But I'm waffling between present and
Yeah.
past.
Well, as someone that just switched POVs and tense
Yeah.
in the last book,
Tell me what to do.
oh my gosh. I will say for me, because the thing that I was worried the most about with this large change was because there was going to be so much needed to be rewritten.
Mhm.
And of course, we're all artists. We all beat ourselves up. And I was at a point where I was like, in the end, will all of this be worth it? Like, will the story actually be any better because of this change? And finally, I was just like, trust your gut, go with it.
Yeah.
And I think that this version of the story is leaps and bounds above where it was before I made this very large rewrite.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm very happy with it. Obviously, it's not perfect because, 40,000 words of it is still a first draft because it was
Yeah.
a rewrite. But I'm happy with it, and I think
Yeah.
it was definitely worth making the change, and the story
Good.
is better for it. So I
Hell
say
yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, and I wrote in a past tense first person like 2 books ago, and I liked it because I felt like I could have more like sensory description because present tense
Exactly.
is hard to do that. But the tricky thing about first person past is like then when you're referring to something like in the past, it gets like really like, how do you say
Yes.
that? You know, and
Yeah.
that happens like a lot. I'm noticing even writing.
Yeah.
Now I write first person present because it works best with dictation. Honestly, is the main reason.
Yeah.
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 But,
That
yeah.
past was such a big problem in my previous project where I just had like hads all over the place.
Yes. Real.
And that draft is just sitting in that state, so we'll get to that at some point. Let's check in and see how everyone else answered the question. So Steek said, I love my world and characters. So fun to play around with cowboys and monsters and witches and dark, menacing waygates. What is a waygate?
I don't know. I've never heard of her. Let me look
I'm
that up.
feeling like it's like a portal magic
Yeah.
I don't know.
Love this. And as always, for all of us, I think this is true. The challenging part is translating my vision to the page.
Yes.
That's really the crux of it right there.
Oh, okay. I see. Maybe it is because a waygate looks like a portal.
Love that term.
Yeah.
I learned a
Like
new
this
thing.
is a waygate.
Wow.
Oh,
Cody
stunning.
is a journalist.
I am. I'm reporting on the facts
Cite your
Reporting on the
sources.
news.
live and in person.
Oh, I love it.
Wow, these are
Jessica
beautiful.
said, I love my characters. They are sassy and witty, and I'm only on episode 2 of an episodic story for Patreon.
Ooh.
The biggest challenge is having to keep it between my allotted 3 to 5K for each episode. That's an interesting challenge, Jessica.
Wow.
CB said, I love writing Harry Potter fanfic in the way I write it, despite the creator's prejudices. I'm going to give a round of applause for this.
That's such a slay. Yeah.
Period.
What's challenging is that I might need to redraft again if certain events don't pan out on November 5th. Okay.
Slay.
yeah.
I'm staying tuned.
Right.
Angel said the challenge of writing a romance between a motorcycle racer who is happening to be the CEO and his nanny and forcing them to marriage. I love my new characters with their painful past.
Whoa,
I need it right
that's
now.
crazy.
Talk about drama.
Angel, I need it right now. Thank you.
So good you're slaying
I'm
Cody
so
dead.
obsessed with that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm choking.
I just had a breakdown. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still looking at waygates. Like this is beautiful.
Wow.
Like look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It's so intricate.
New desktop
Oh.
background.
Right. I don't know who said the waygate, but thank you. I'm obsessed with them now.
Oh my gosh, amazing. I also had Malin dropped the link to our bingo card. So for y'all who are new, we have a bingo card that you can keep with you throughout all the sprints today and tomorrow and mark things off. I have mine pulled up.
I'm curious what's on this bingo card.
I'll share my screen real quick.
Yeah.
So here's mine. Everyone's obviously is different. It'll be randomized. And I checked off happy time zones, discussing time zones.
Oh, I love that. Oh, these are so
cool.
fun.
Yeah. So check that out.
Not the technical difficulties square.
You know, I'm knocking on wood because I have not had a single like relay stream where I didn't freeze at some point and my poor co-hosts were like, where are you?
Hey, me and Alyssa will keep the ball
We
rolling
will
until
rip
you are
until
back
the
in the
sun goes
studio.
down.
Amazing.
One thing about me and Alyssa, we can talk to nobody about nothing.
And we do it every day, frankly.
And
We
you do
do.
it so well.
Thank you. That's why the people keep coming back.
Hopefully.
I think we have time for just a couple more and then we're going to get into our second sprint, y'all. Kat said, I love the huge spiritual element of the story I'm writing. And what's challenging is that it requires more slice of life type of scenes where I'm more comfortable writing action heavy scenes.
This is real. Like, if you put my
Wow.
characters around a dinner table, I don't know what they're going to say. I have
Like,
no
what
idea.
what do I
True.
talk about at dinner?
Yeah. That's like me trying to write this conversation scene right now. I'm like, but could they have swords? It'd be better if they had swords.
Like, could somebody get kidnapped during the dinner? Like,
Like that's I need some yeah.
someone bussin'.
Someone just like chokes and there was poison in the wine and you know like
and maybe they were never really family to begin with. I don't like.
wait. Alyssa, you're onto something.
We're onto something.
Are we gonna co-author a book?
I think so.
We are really bringing the drama at like 9 a.m. I
Like we'll
love
do
it.
dual POV and like
Yeah,
I
you
write
write one,
one
I'll write
side,
the
you
other.
yeah,
I love it.
perfect.
JK said, I love the banter between my pastry chef main characters, especially when they're witty or flirtatious. And the
Ooh.
writing, the dessert description scenes, and the baking scenes, and the side
I'm
characters,
gonna need this one
I know.
immediately.
I
calling
do
them
love a baked
out.
good. I do love a
Yes.
baked good. It's
Yeah.
giving The Bear.
Ooh,
I
You
don't know
haven't
that
know
seen
one.
that.
about the restaurant, about all the
I've
chefs and
seen
stuff.
that. I've seen
Oh,
that, but I haven't
yes.
seen it with my
Yeah.
eyes, you know?
Yeah. Just
So
I'm
good.
imagining like chefs in the back bantering with each other.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, I think we're due for our second sprint. I'm going to put our next question up on the screen to be thinking about.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Drum
Alyssa needs a
roll.
lot.
So when we get back, we'll chat about writing plans for the rest of the year because I'm really nosy and I want to see what these two are up to. Okay.
Our best.
That's all we can ask.
Yeah.
Where is my mouse? Okay, present. Okay, here is our 30-minute jack-o'-lantern sprint, everybody. Good luck.
Love the
Love that.
jack-o'-lantern. Okay, go right, everybody.
All right. Spooktacular, everybody.
That did give me a slight heart attack, but all good.
If it did, then I get to check something off of my bingo board.
Well, then it definitely did. Yes.
Period.
I'm checking off someone gets jump scared by the timer.
Jump
It is always me.
scare.
Thank you for that. If someone could also get their cat to walk in front of the camera, that'd be great. Thank
Oh,
you.
my cat is literally right here. Can you see her?
Wow.
She is so ominous
Up on
that
the mantle.
She's like a gargoyle.
Yeah, she, the likelihood of your cat killing you is small, but not impossible.
No, she gives off that vibe of I
Yeah.
love you, but I'm watching you closely.
That's
Well,
so
the dog woke
freaky.
up during that last
Mm.
stream, and so she likes to be on high ground to get away from the dog. She's around here somewhere.
So funny.
Ugh.
How was your sprint?
I did much better that time.
Very
Yeah.
I got
good.
like 400 words,
Woo!
so
Nice.
we'll take it.
Excellent.
Awesome. Yeah, I explained the whole crux of my novel, so hopefully that turned out well. I actually am very pleasantly surprised how I think well it came out, because I was worried
Yeah.
it was just going to be confusing, and it is probably going to be confusing, but I think I think I like where it is right now. So that's good.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that was good for me. I think I added about 300 words to this section that I'm working on, and it's taking place in a dreamscape. So just the inception of it all is really fun, and
Ooh.
just
I love a dreamscape.
I can change this environment to make it more dramatic. So that's been fun.
Yeah.
I just had to pull up I starred these two comments to come back to. We had some more lore on the Waygate.
Oh, love.
Good.
Steve said the Waygate is hidden deep within a silver mine in my Wild West AU, and it emits dark smoke that covers a majority of the Rocky Mountains in dark mist, where creatures prowl within, ready to hit.
I love.
Color me
Obsessed.
afraid.
I just needed to give snaps to that.
Yes.
I'm obsessed. I need
And
to know more.
my bestie Malin called me out. It's not white room syndrome. It's white beach syndrome.
I mean, technically, it is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Love that.
that's me. My first drafts are always just in a white box.
Listen,
Yes.
and that's okay because
Yeah.
they got from the brain into that white box. So now you can
That's
actually
right.
edit it.
That's right. All right. Well, during the sprint, we had everyone chat about this question. So let me pick your brains and tell the people, what are your writing plans for the rest of the year?
Funny enough, I actually have a vlog coming up on Monday that is quite literally my goals and plans for at least for November at least. And so my plan is for the rest of October, which isn't much longer. I think we have 6 days left in October. And then November is drafting as far as I can get into this new story.
Mm-hmm.
And then December the 1st, we are back with Project GWC and doing line editing and incorporating notes from my critique partners so that I can submit to my editor in January.
Yes.
It's happening.
Very scary.
Exciting.
Oh my gosh. 2025 is going to be an amazing year for you. That's so exciting.
That's so exciting.
I can't wait.
I am starting a new book in November also. I think Cody's already started his. Yeah, in this stream.
That's what I'm working on.
Anyway.
Literally an hour ago.
Literally in this moment working on it. But it is going by the alias Project Sunshine, I believe. It is a dual POV romantic thriller.
Have you done a dual VOV before?
Yeah, this one is right now.
Oh, okay.
Gas Station is, which is such a random title. It is not the title of the book.
But
it's unique.
now I know why it's called Gas Station.
Yes.
Because that's where the first scene happens.
That's where the first scene happens, yeah. But it loosely follows. This is gonna sound weird. There's a lot of kidnapping in the book. Essentially, it's like an optimist gets kidnapped is kind of the hook. Does optimism prevail in
love that
in different situations? So I'm hoping to get ambitiously the whole first draft of that dictated starting in November, but it might spill into December a little bit. But I'd like to have a full, complete first draft of that by the end of the year. And then whenever I'm done with that, jumping back into Gas Station just to do the revision. So kind of similar to Cody. Yeah.
Amazing. You guys are crushing it, honestly.
Trying.
Doing our best.
Ugh.
Oh my
the dog.
goodness.
I have a special guest.
Goodness. Hello. Sorry, my voice is going to go into the squeaky register.
As it should.
This is Honey.
Precious. I'm dying.
She loves to distract me while I write with her little platypus toy.
Always.
I would get nothing done if I had that sweetie pie around.
Yeah, this is the platypus toy in question. She's seen better days. She used to be stuffed full of things, but then she pulled it all out. So
she no longer is.
Yeah,
it's just the carcass.
Yeah, to the platypus, but she loves it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When you were saying that the cat is a little suspicious of the dog and has to get up on high ground, I was picturing like a big
angry dog.
Golden retriever.
It's a corgi. She can't get very high in general.
Oh,
she's a shorty.
She will not be getting on any mantles.
Right. No.
I think for me, for writing plans, I'm just gonna try and finish this first draft. Me and a couple friends we have the same goal. We have a bunch of people that are trying to finish by the end of the year. So we've made a spreadsheet to try and hold each other accountable. And that's when you know it's real, when there's a spreadsheet involved.
Yes. Not the spreadsheet. I love the spreadsheets though. I'm very like a numbers person. Like I love I think me and Alyssa have talked about this, like finance videos.
Oh my gosh.
People do spreadsheets of how they paid off $30,000 of debt. Like I love that.
I'm in.
Yes. Who are your favorites? Because I'm also on finance.
Oh, I don't know any of their names. I just scroll and I'm like, I love this.
He's like, no, Anna, don't ask me that. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm more interested in like the character study of it all. Like what kind of it's just so fascinating to me how different people like approach money and like where their value is placed. I watch if you know Caleb Hammer, he does financial audits.
Absolutely.
And the guests he had are I don't understand how you have $400,000 of credit card debt and you're like I just took out another credit card to like pay off my other credit card and I'm like, don't get me wrong, it's totally fine to have debt, but like girl, stop going on 8 vacations.
The Delulu is real.
Yes. But I watch them more for the psychological side of it than the actual money.
Yeah. For me, it's like it instills that little dose of fear for me to be like, okay, let me go do my budget sheet really quick.
Yeah. Real.
I love a budget. One thing about me.
I love to make the budget. I don't.
Just like to follow the budget. Yeah. Target and any bookstore that I walk into will take my money every time.
Every time.
Yeah. As far as folks writing plans, let me pop into the chat. Stieg is one of the people doing the spreadsheet, the magical spreadsheet with me.
Awesome.
Love.
Finishing my draft by the end of December. My dream goal is by the end of November, and realistic goal is by the end of January. And I love that planning for you. Currently at around the 30K mark, which is awesome.
Nice.
Where are you at right now, Anna, with your goal?
That is a great question. Have I looked at the word count recently? 23,704.
Okay. And what do you think the goal word count is?
I think it's feeling short. It has felt short kind of from the get-go. And I've done a kind of a weird thing where I wrote the first 20K and then realized I wanted to change the whole plot of Act 1 and reorder a bunch of things, have my character find out information sooner. And so I went back to the beginning and rewrote Act 1. So now I'm back up to that 23,000 and
okay.
feel like I'm already kind of in between break into two in the midpoint.
Yeah.
So probably like 50-60
Okay.
in
Very
a
nice.
long answer to your question.
No, it's okay. I was just curious how far you had to go and to reach the goal of finishing the draft.
Yeah, I think it should be doable. But November is also kind of my busiest work month.
Yeah, it's
And
it's a very
so,
poorly placed writing challenge
yeah,
time
it really
because
is.
the holidays are just hard for everyone
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
everyone's traveling and doing whatnot, and so
yeah. I feel like I've been kind of mourning Nano for like the past 3 or 4 years already because I just couldn't really participate
Right.
in the
yeah.
way that I used to because of work. And so it's just kind of been like a slow, like,
Well, now this year
wave
everyone's
goodbye
just
to
doing
me.
their own thing, so
Yeah,
you
it's all
know
just it's all we are who NaNoWriMo's the friends we made along the way, frankly, at
exactly.
this
Right.
point.
Yeah. This is Nano right
And
here.
then for
We
me,
are.
yeah, like,
The
and I have
people.
a good, better, best for
Yes.
my nano sort of
Yeah.
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love letting go of it, honestly, because the
Yeah,
November is the worst time.
and it just takes pressure off, because it's like I can do what I want as long as
I
I'm.
like pressure. Give me more pressure.
See, I don't like pressure. Pressure makes it not fun for me anymore.
Yeah.
Eternian, very cool. I'm doing the Q4 100K that Kate started
Yeah.
in October. I've
Yeah.
heard about this.
Kate Kavanaugh is wonderful. I love her.
Hmm
But that's like, I mean, I feel like that's doable though, because it's like around like 33K per month, which is like, I feel like
Yeah.
that's pretty doable.
Yeah, and you could catch up if you get behind. Like
Yeah.
you could.
Yes. Yeah, that's the hard thing about Nano is like if you dare to miss one
One
day,
day.
Done.
It's all done.
you're out.
You got to
It's
write 4,000
so
words
hard.
the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's very punishing, the pace.
Mhm.
So you're right. This leaves a lot of room for flexibility, which is
Oh,
great.
the cat has moved to the table.
Hello.
There's your cat walking across the screen.
Yes. Let me go. Let me go. I'm checking it off. I'm checking it off. Ha.
I'm just surrounded by animals this morning, clearly. We only have two, and both of them are like, hello.
They answered the call.
Mm-hmm.
CB is also doing a different version of Nano without the organization because ew. And I'll be writing longhand in pencil and still keeping the goal as 50,000 words in 30 days. Wow.
That is wow.
My hand could never.
Could never. My wrist
Yeah,
would be in a
50,000
cast.
words. That's crazy, but that's cool
Yeah.
though.
And how do you like counting the words? Do you just do
Yeah.
like an average, find out what your average words per page is, and then just kind of guesstimate? Or are you literally like
Counting all the words.
the logistics?
I don't know if I want to know, frankly.
I don't even know if I know how to count to 50,000. That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah,
God.
that's a lot of math. Angel is starting on December, hoping to finish writing draft 2 of the novel and finding beta readers. That's very exciting.
Alyssa seems very interested
Oh, that's
in
true.
beta
am.
reading this motorcycle
I
man
am,
story. So,
Angel.
or the
Mhm.
racer.
Yes.
You know where to find her.
You know where to
Right.
find me.
I'm signing Alyssa up.
I am buckled in and ready.
Randy is finishing up the hopefully final draft of my Polly Second Chance sports romance and getting that out to beta readers and trying to finish the year with 0 unfinished drafts. I currently have 5.
Girl.
Randy,
Wait, so you're going to finish 5 separate drafts before
the end of the year.
That's
Uh,
crazy. But you know what?
Wow.
Good for you.
This ambition,
I need it.
yeah,
Wild.
can I get some of that, please?
Dolly Parton could never. The cup of
Dolly
ambition.
Parton.
Don't bring Dolly.
The cup of ambition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pouring yourself a cup of it.
That's right.
A very large cup of ambition.
Yeah. Krenko said, I'm doing a December to January writing challenge, so my only real plans are to get the chapter by chapter outline for my crime/horror/suspense novel/murder girlies book finished in time.
Hi, sign me up
I
for
love
that.
this
Murder
description.
Because that sounds like a lot of fun.
That sounds like a great series title, like Murder Girlies Book 1.
Right?
It's kind of like
Murder
Babysitter's Club.
Girlies.
but murder
Yeah.
girlies.
Okay, but like what I'm waiting for the brain rot to start setting in on book titles because like I could like see this very okay, no one judge how dark my brain is, but I
Uh,
write thrillers and
We're
horror,
talking
so
to us.
hello.
You're good.
But
Yeah.
basically, like, could you imagine like a story about like a woman getting revenge and like maybe there's like some sort of like I don't know magic element or cannibalism involved, and the title of it is called Girl Dinner.
Oh, absolutely. I'm shocked this has not already been written.
Oh
Like
my
Girl Dinner,
gosh.
and it's the story of her like killing some man
There
because
is like a
why would you not?
whole
Love.
subgenre of like girl boss murderer thrillers, you know,
And I
which
love that.
yeah, they're all they're not my favorite generally because they try to be like funny, and I'm like, girl, you're still murdering someone. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just like it's difficult to walk the balance of like
Mhm.
Yeah.
quick, and usually they like really try to justify the murders a lot, which I'm like, okay,
Mm.
yes, but also sometimes it's like she murdered someone who was actually innocent, and then she was like, but it was fine.
Ugh,
I was like, girl.
that is not fine.
She was like, girl, what? And she's
This
like,
is
well, I
not
have
funny.
trauma in my past, so I can murder people. And I was like, I don't think that is
Uh,
how that goes.
That's
I
not
don't
how
think
that
that
goes.
holds up in the court of law.
But then it's like
Mm-mm.
quirky and silly, and I'm like, what is happening?
I have never heard of this.
It
That's
is a
wild.
fine line to walk.
That's like taking the cognitive dissonance of like cozy mystery and then like bumping it up
Yes,
even
Yes.
more.
exactly.
Yes.
Because I think it's one thing if you're like main characters who aren't killing people are like oh, quirky fun and like.
Mhm.
And maybe it was just this one that I read that really irked me. I was like, what are we doing?
That single book just turned you
It's
right off.
really did,
Yeah, she's over it.
Oh my
She
goodness.
ate
Okay.
is crazy. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
I know. I'm no crumbs or fingers. Oh my god.
Oh no. Let me scroll. Yeah.
Somebody needs to write this. I guarantee you would get an
Listen,
agent.
I just gave all of you a free nugget of a story, cannibalism horror called Girl Dinner.
If you're brave, go for it.
Right.
Honestly, it would do so well. The people would.
Would eat it up.
The people
Literally.
would literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Kindle Unlimited has taught us anything, it's that there is an audience for everything.
Everyone.
There really is. There
There
really,
is.
really is. Wow.
Anyway.
I love this conversation.
Amanda's also going to finish a rough draft by mid-December. Hopefully start on another. For Mars, the goal was to draft as much as Roll for Romance, which is a contemporary series. But book one is turning out to be a lot chunkier than expected, so I might take a break. Yes, let's also encourage taking breaks in December.
Yes.
I know we're all...
That's why I'm doing a line edit, because that feels like less than like developmental.
Mhm.
Because that's what I just finished was a developmental edit.
Wow.
And so I feel like line will be gentler to me. Maybe
I
not.
think drafting is going to be a break. I mean, it's not, but in my mind,
Oh, yeah.
that's
I wish
taking
so
a
badly I
break.
had that mindset.
Oh yeah, this drafting is definitely going to be a break because I
Yes.
prefer that because there's no pressure right now for the words to be good.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
problem for editing Cody.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, my idea of a break is playing Baldur's Gate. But we'll try to forget about that.
I love that. I love a video game.
All right, y'all. I'm going to get us into our third and final sprint. I do not have a discussion question for us to think about on this third sprint, so we'll just continue yapping when we get back.
We're good
Love.
at that.
We are.
All right, here is our pumpkins. I think our third pumpkin sprint.
That's okay. It's the season for
It
it.
is the
Yeah,
season for
I really had to
pumpkins.
just embrace the vibes.
Yes.
So good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
All right. Congratulations, y'all. We finished our last sprint.
Woohoo!
Woo! How'd we do?
Good. I'm on to the next chapter. Ended up combining the next two into
Amazing.
one, which is good. So one less chapter to do. I do
Love
only
that.
have 10 chapters left, but I'm finishing it today. So get
Amen.
ready for that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Listen.
10 chapters today.
That's wild.
It'll be fine.
That
Brain,
my brain is melting for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just gotta finish at this point, so
I
And then
believe in
you're
you, friend.
moving right on to a new outline for a new book. That is crazy.
always. I do not support taking no breaks, but I do not follow that advice. So
Yeah. Do as we say, not as we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How was that sprint for you, Cody?
It went well. I got about 350 more words, and I got to introduce a very important character in the story. Well, I'm in the process of introducing her. And so they're in the middle of their first meeting, and it's very much a something that someone said in one of my previous live streams was that and this has been sticking with me for this story, is that dialogue is just as much the things that the characters don't say as it is the things that they do say.
Mhm.
And so I'm really playing with that, and really I'm having a lot of fun bouncing between the actual conversation that's happening and the main character's inner monologue or dialogue. And
Yeah.
so it's been a really fun thing to do, because my main character, obviously, he has some secrets because it's a mystery thriller.
Ooh.
And so there are some things that only he knows that not anyone else knows. And so it's just fun to play with that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I've officially broken, I think, the first 2,000 words of the story.
Woo!
So
Awesome.
It's happening.
yeah, it's starting to be a real thing now. It's happening.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you, and it's so exciting when you get to introduce a new character and have like that new chemistry to play
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
And just figuring out how they interact with each other. And she's very much like, I love one thing about me is I love characters, and I love having like very quirky characters. So for example, at the very first scene in the prologue, my realtor person is they're doing the whole thing where he signs the contract for the house and all this stuff, and he's just a quirky dude. He reminds me, okay, plot twist, he's based on my psychiatrist. Because he just gives me that vibe of just like an older guy trying to relate to someone younger, like like, and he like wears a cerulean suit, and it's not a blue suit, it's a cerulean suit,
Of
and he will
course.
correct
Of
you.
course it is.
And then
Yeah.
we have like Sandra, the character I'm introducing now, who's like very much the neighbor that doesn't know how to read the room. Like, she's going to offer to bring over dinner later, and he's like, oh no, it's really fine, we have a lot of things we have to do. She's like, I'll be there at 7.
I am
like,
bringing it.
Yes.
She's that neighbor, and I love getting to play with that fun kind of dynamic of this person
Amazing.
who wants absolutely no one in his house, and this woman that's just inviting herself in, and it's
Yes.
fun.
I love writing a pushy character.
Yes.
It's so fun to make your main character uncomfortable and annoyed.
Yeah. I love a pushy character. Exhibit A, Alyssa knows all about Debbie.
Yes,
In my
I love
last
that
book.
woman.
I love Debbie.
Oh, she's so good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a good sprint for me. I think I also got about 350 words added to the scene. So yeah, it's been
Nice.
fun. I think in the first attempt at this scene, it wasn't very confrontational. It was just kind of a conversation. And now that I've switched up the reveals and things, my character is now coming into this conversation knowing some shit.
Yeah.
And that's different. So getting to play with the tone of it all has been very fun.
Yes, people in the chat are clocking. Yes, I was inspired by Devil Wears Prada with cerulean. So thank you for clocking that reference.
Amazing.
Because
Oh my
as a gay
gosh.
man, I have to include all of the gay iconic
Yes,
moments
it is
Yes.
of the cerulean.
required.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so glad we have a fashion icon in the draft.
Meryl
Yes.
Streep is queen, as well as Anne Hathaway.
Both queens.
Both
frankly.
queens. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
technically one's a princess, I
Okay.
guess. Princess Diaries.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Once a princess, always a
Always
princess.
a princess. Well, look, she is the
Correct.
queen. Did you not finish the movie?
Okay, whatever. I'm talking about the name of the movies.
I will
Princess
sing the
Diaries.
Genovian national anthem right now.
Oh, do
If
it.
you
Do it if you're bad.
No, it's funny that you say you bring in like quirky, fun characters from your life because I always bring in the people who make me mad and I
Well-
make them like a serial killer. It's like not good, but
Yeah.
it makes them realistic.
It's processing
I feel like
in a
all of my
healthy way.
characters are in some way based on someone in my real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's fun to do that because it's like I'm sharing a fictionalized version of my life with my readers, basically.
Mhm.
And
Truth
I
is
feel like
stranger
all
than
of my
fiction.
all of my main characters definitely have a piece of me in them,
Mm-hmm.
but 80% of them is obviously fictionalized because I haven't done the things that my main characters have done.
Right.
True. Thank you for that disclaimer.
Right. And I hope that
Disclaimer.
just if you ever read any of my books, I have not done anything that my main characters have done.
Yeah, we'll just put that in bold on the
Yeah.
title page. Yeah.
Legally, I have to say that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I have to go back in the chat to F's in the chat for platypus.
Yeah, for the poor platypus toy. RIP, pour one out for
Yeah, pour one out.
platypus.
Oh, lovely.
I have to be such a boomer. Is F for funeral? Please let me
What
in.
is the F? I don't understand.
I feel like it's just like for, I mean, I don't know the specific use, but it's usually for like, like a loss, like a F in the chat, like
Oh, like a fail.
like a
like
W
fail. Yeah.
or an L.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like for like a loss or like a F in the chat for whatever,
Mhm.
Looks like
Yeah.
it's from a video game, someone's saying, to pay respects when you're
Yeah.
in a video game.
Oh, press F to pay respects. Okay. I like that
It's
better.
definitely a bigger thing in like game streaming videos. Because I do be watching some of those.
Oh, yeah. I say that as if I have not, but I support.
Yeah.
I'm
like
learning.
Markiplier, I was very big into PewDiePie back in the day.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Lots of great video games, but also they play like horror games, and I love watching people play horror games because they have the exact reaction that I would. It's like screaming like a child, and I love it. So
I love watching horror game playthroughs because I could never be brave enough to actually be holding the controller. Like,
but someone else is in
Ooh.
charge. I get to just watch.
Yeah,
I'm too
Yeah.
afraid.
exactly. Oh, Five
Could
Nights
not
at
be me.
Freddy's. No,
Love,
I'm too chicken.
love.
Nope.
My favorite horror game is the Dead Space series.
What's that?
It's basically about this engineer, and his name is Isaac Clarke, and there is this giant like planet cracker ship that has they lost communication with, but Isaac Clarke's girlfriend was on that ship, and so he's like they're doing like a search and rescue to hope and try to like rescue whoever's left, and the whole time you're looking for your girlfriend, but there's also like these like this alien thing that it like turns humans into what they call necromorphs.
Ooh.
And basically it's something that they uncovered when they cracked into a planet that they should not have been cracking into, and it ends up infecting the whole ship, and you have to like fight your way through it and also look for your girlfriend, and it's wild and crazy, but I love it. There's 3 games.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, that does sound so good and
does.
horrifying at
Yeah.
the same time.
And they do a fun thing, and if you don't want spoilers, don't go look at it, but all of the names of the chapters, the first letter of each chapter spells out something that's very important to the game's story. But if you don't
Gasp.
want spoilers, don't
read
look at
them.
it.
Don't
Don't
look
read
at
it.
How fun would it be to do that in your book, though?
I
Like a
love
real
things like that. It's
Taylor
like
Swift move.
yes, very Era's moment.
That would be so fun. Yeah, 46 humans here and 31 likes,
That's
y'all.
wild.
Oh, that is crazy.
We
What are
were up
doing?
to 52 people at one point, you guys.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's awesome.
You're going to give me stage fright. My gosh.
I know that's like anytime I'm streaming and it like randomly goes up to like 35, I'm like, what are you all doing here?
I'm being perceived.
This is
Yeah.
just me delusional.
What do you
like,
mean?
Yes.
I put myself on the internet to be watched and people are watching?
like the
Right.
audacity.
Gross.
Right.
Gross. Amazing. Yeah, stop. That's so good. I'd love to do that in a book one
Yes.
day.
I love
Yeah.
space horror. Like it's so fun because we don't know what's out there. You know,
could be
like
anything.
it could literally be anything.
Don't
and
put that
I
thought
live.
in my head today, Cody.
Okay, so sorry.
No, I mean it's true. Every time I see one of those videos where it like starts with the person on the Earth and then it zooms out into all of the galaxies and then all of them,
Yeah.
and I'm like, didn't need to see that. Didn't need to think about that today.
I did not need to know how small
no.
my existence was
Yeah,
today.
I mean
but
sometimes it's good.
I truly despise thinking about the fact that the universe has an edge and what's on the other side of the edge of the universe.
love. Oh, someone also said deep sea horror.
Don't even
Yes.
talk to me about the ocean. It stresses me
The
out.
ocean also stresses me out. The only time that I want to be at a beach is if I'm under the shade and like reading a book.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to be in the water because I don't know what's in there.
I want to read like a deep space horror. Actually, I mean, I don't actually want to read this, but where it's like it's deep sea and then like you're in space, like it like the sea and the
Like you find an
space,
ocean
like, you
on a
yeah,
random moon or something and you go
combining
diving into
those.
it. That would be wait, I'm putting that in my notes. That
The
sounds
Venn
like
One
fun.
diagram
day,
of those things
I
I
will
do
be a
not.
science fiction writer. Today is not that day.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not brave
speaking
enough for
of,
that.
I guess I have a question / discussion.
Yeah.
How do you all feel about genre hopping with your writing?
Love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I like right now I'm writing my first manuscript was just a straight up mystery thriller. This one's more paranormal thriller. And honestly, I think the next thing that I want to write after this is my fantasy series that's been sitting in my brain forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I was just curious what y'all thought of that. Like, do you think that, you know, if you establish publishing in one way, I guess for indie authors, there's no rules. We do what we
Right.
want.
I mean, I think I would be like, I have thought about fantasy and like, it would have to be low fantasy because the world building, like, not, and I don't really have anything groundbreaking to say in fantasy. I just like, I think it would be more
I
of like
love-
a
idea.
fun project.
Yes.
You know?
Same.
And like, if I ever did go about like publishing it, it would be probably under like a different name or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know if I
yeah.
would do it under like do my fantasy stories under one name and my thrillers under another name, or just do it all under one name because,
Right.
Yeah.
you know,
I feel like I would probably lean towards keeping them together out of laziness.
yeah,
Except for when the like probably the spice level departs into
Yeah.
something different. I think that's
yeah. I will
something
never
would
write
probably
Spice. That's just
differentiate.
not who I am as a person. I have a hard time reading it because I blush
Absolutely
and
fair.
I'm like embarrassed and I'm like, no one look at what I'm reading. But then again, I'm very like new to Spice. I just recently
That's
this
okay.
year read my first spicy book, which was indeed Fourth Wing.
Mm. Oh, what a
And-
way to start, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah. Going
that was
full throttle.
yeah, that was my first taste of that, and I was like, "Oh, is this legal? Like, am I?"
It does feel illegal.
Yeah,
And if it's not for you, that is so
Yeah.
valid.
but
I
I
just
love I
keep-
love Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Like,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
The problem is that when you listen to audiobooks and then like
Mhm.
in some of these fantasy books, people are just out here just like 1 second we'll be talking about the rebellion and the next second we are smooshing booties. And I'm like
Smooshing booties.
I will be in the drive-through and I will be listening to an audiobook. I really did scandalize this poor McDonald's worker once. And I'm like, I don't want to hear people like saying it. Like, I'll skim through it as I read it, but
Yeah.
I don't need to hear. So then I just like fast forward 30 seconds until you stop hearing body parts and then like
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot listen to anything like that on audiobook because my luck, the Bluetooth would disconnect and
Oh
it
my
would be
God.
out loud for
Yes.
the world to hear, and I
Yeah.
will cry and
The
never be
look
seen
this
again.
man
Yeah.
gave me while handing me my meal was
Like,
I would-
ma'am, this is a McDonald's.
I
would
was like,
perish.
yeah.
I would perish.
Yeah, I
It
would
was a
pass
good
away.
moment.
I just sorry, Tyler. Speaking of smooching booties and what we're talking about, yes, we are going to end the stream soon. We did our 3 sprints.
Yeah, we have descended into madness, and it is time for you to move on to the next stop.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Uh,
So actually, up next is we do have our midday break. So Sarah is going to do our break stream at 11 at the top of the hour, and then the next writing stream is going to be at noon on Mars's channel. So if you don't want to hear us talk about spicy audio,
about smooshing booties,
you can follow the playlist that is linked down below in the description box.
I don't know why I always end up talking about something like this.
I feel like, yeah, it's just, it's where I'm okay with it. We roll with it.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. We worked hard for this conversation.
Marta started listening to Fourth Wing at work during a low brain power task without realizing how spicy it would be, and that was a bad idea.
I did not know how spicy it would be, but once I got to the first bit of spiciness, I was already like hooked into the story, and I didn't really care as much. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm like Alyssa. I'm like, okay, turn the page until I stop seeing body parts, and then I'm like, all right, let's move on with the character work, because the characters in that story are great, I think. And I love the sassy dragons and magic and the whole war college plot. Like all of that is everything that I love in a fantasy book. And so I can get past the spiciness and be fine with it.
I guess this is a mild spoiler. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Was when like the dragon started to like get,
well, yeah.
Like this is too much.
I was like dragon smut.
Think about a dragon in this way.
Yeah. I will say, every time Fourth Wing comes up, I have to plug. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the name of the book series, and I plug it all the time. It's by Rosaria Munda.
Is it Fireborn?
Yes. That is like Fourth Wing, but closed door. And it's got some great angst in it. And if you liked Fourth Wing, you would probably really like Fireborn.
The Aurelian cycle?
Yes. And you don't have to skip through the body parts.
Not the body parts.
Is it like Fourth Wing just like less spicy?
Yes.
I think more political
too. It's YA. That makes sense.
Yes. It is YA. I think in my head, I just like retcon it as they're 21 because they are like very much young adults coming into their first jobs in this political structure, and they're like political leaders, and they're definitely 21. It's just that new adult wasn't allowed to be a thing.
Right.
I feel like I have this downloaded on my Kindle.
It's a good read. Morgan listened to most of Fourth Wing because my husband was reading it, and he plays all of his audiobooks out loud.
I have a similar one. It's the one I have in my Kindle is called Promised in Fire.
Ooh, okay.
The dragon.
It's called, and the series is called Of Dragons and Fae. So
two good things.
I haven't started it yet, but it's in my Kindle Unlimited.
Good. As long as you have one dragon book.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I think we got to pull the plug.
You don't know what I'm going to end up saying next if we keep going. So
we're all going to get canceled.
Oh my gosh. This was so much fun, and I got a lot done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us,
of
Anna.
course.
Yeah, this was great.
Thank you for coming. Do you want to do some outros and anything you want to promo or plug coming up on the horizon?
Well, I have not self-plugged enough during this stream, so
please say more.
Well, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Alyssa and the Books. If you weren't here at the beginning, I'm doing daily vlogs for the month of November. Right now, if you go to my channel right now, it probably looks, you're going to think like, oh, this is like a commentary channel. All she does. No, I'm really not. I make vlogs. But this week, there's just been a lot of like more commentary style videos. So I do a little bit of that too.
Another journalist.
Yeah, a journalist.
Yes.
No, not really. But I also am live quite a bit in the morning. So if you want to do more sprints, I have like 80 live sprints on my channel at this point. So go watch all of those.
Yes.
Yeah, Cody, it's all you.
All right. Yeah. Hi. I am on the YouTubes as Cody the Writer. I'm also on Instagram as Cody the Writer. You can follow me in either of those places. In the month of November, I will be streaming a total of 8 times, 4 Fridays and 4
Wow.
Mondays. The Mondays are a new addition that I decided. Those will be like 10 a.m. Central Time for 2 hours. And those are going to be like 45-minute sprints with like less chatty. And then the Friday ones are going to be 3 shorter sprints, more chatty, because there will be
Great.
guests on all of my Friday streams. And I might even have a guest on a Monday stream. So you'll just have to find out.
Ooh.
So mark your calendars, guys.
Yeah. And you might see an Alyssa
You might. Maybe.
over there. You never know.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Anna Robbins. I'm a fantasy writer who sometimes makes videos. It was so lovely to have you all here. Please subscribe to these lovely people and follow the playlist for the next stream. Happy writing, everybody.
Yes. Happy writing. Bye.
Bye guys.